Three things we've got to learn. Get head and heart reconnected. Get our hearts connected with other people's hearts, and our hearts connected with whatever we believe is in the heavens. What's the difference between a positive spirit and a positive attitude? If you think about it, where does a positive attitude come from? Your head. Where's a positive spirit come from? Your heart. When it radiates out of your heart, it becomes who you are. And that's what impresses everybody else.
Everything I'm doing here is modeling what you can do to get better sales. Because in terms of sales, when you get connected, you get relationships, and that's how you get the sales. In terms of getting head and heart connected, these days it is a waste of time to use words with people because people have attention spans of gnats on amphetamines. And so to communicate with people these days, you've got to use symbols. And I'm going to give you symbols all the way through today for the concepts that we're talking about.
Find the good. Find the good. Stop being judgmental. Use judgment, not make judgment.
You cannot be an energy sucker and have great relationships. You have to be an energy giver. You have to have energy to give.
You can do it across a room. It doesn't matter. Just send love to people. I actually lecture on MBA programs. People don't believe me, but I do. And I have for the last 15 years. And I do this stuff.
I can do things like this, but still be professional. See, this is a way you get the message across. And you guys can use these techniques, silly as they are, with really great impact.
Now do it to yourselves. Go. See? It is impossible to take yourself seriously when you're going, hello.
So what was the number one thing that 9/11 taught the world was important in life? The number one thing that's important? Family. And it was a man. This is an extraordinary group. You guys are awesome. Woo! No, don't clap. We haven't got time. Like normally, normally, it's always women that call out family because the guys are sitting there going, oh, geez, come on, what is it? It's family, guys. Anyway, so excellent. Good for you, sir.
Because this is a great recipe for your family. If your whole family have a strong sense of purpose and faith together, they have fun and have a strong sense of belonging, your kids will never go, see, they have fun. You have excellent leaders here. Excellent. Isn't this good? They're going to grin like there's no tomorrow. Good. Wait till we do the next thing. Always look on the bright side of life. And I'm ready to go. Excellent! Excellent! Where's September?
Hello, I'm Amanda Gore, and in 20 years of speaking, it seems to me that most meeting planners want the same things out of their speakers. They want to feel confident that the person they choose is new and different, is dynamic, is entertaining, has excellent content that's relevant and customized to your outcomes and your needs, and can keep a group involved, laughing and learning, so that when they walk away, they say, this was the best conference we've ever been to. Well, because I know that, I've spent 20 years trying to meet those needs. And as you watch the rest of the video, make sure you pay attention not just to the content, but also the process. And I'll come back and I'll talk a little more about that later on.
Did any of you see NBC's Attack on America? You know, they were doing direct from Islamabad. Anybody see that? Yeah, a few people. Do you remember seeing a guy called Peter Ford? One of these really good-looking, gorgeous reporter people who, even though bombs are exploding, his hair is perfect. Did anybody see him? Well, I used to go out with him. I did.
He's actually an Australian, but he's got an American accent because he used to live here. And so I'm thinking, I know, I'll email Pete and I'll ask him if they're going to use chemical warfare. And I want to read to you what he wrote, because even today it's still relevant when we're about to go into another orange alert. So I've said, Pete, are they going to use chemical warfare? He said, well, they could. They could do a lot of things. But when you look at the statistics, we could all die in a car crash or a household accident or even a drive-by shooting before we're killed by a terrorist.
Their job is to make us terrified. Once we realize that we're mortal and that our main task is to make the most of the time we have, the leverage of terror is removed.
They're not afraid to die, and they plan to make the most of their dying. We too should not be afraid to die, but we should make the most of our living. Isn't that true? And that's really, don't clap because we haven't got too much time. That's really what it's about today. We're going to talk about living and leading out loud. Now, having said that, what was the number one thing that 9/11 taught us was important in life?
People go, trick question. No, of course, somebody said family. Yes, it was family and connection. September 11th did not teach us that money, position, power, influence, and those sorts of things are what we're really living for. No, we're really living for connection. And it's taught us that we have to reconnect our heads with our hearts.
Now, most of you are leaders in this room, and you want to know that when you communicate concepts to people, you must use symbols, because people always remember symbols. So this is a bit corny, but just do it, okay? Can everybody hold up one hand and spread your fingers out? Now, everybody, and if the person next to you is not doing it, help them by going like this really hard, okay? Now, what's between your fingers? Space, very good. What's meant to go in that space?
Jewelry, yes. Whenever there's a lot of women, the correct answer is jewelry and large diamonds. But apart from the jewelry, what else is meant to go in there? It's other fingers. So I want you to connect your head with your heart in a symbolic way by connecting your fingers together. Now, the other thing we're doing is reconnecting our hearts with other people's hearts. You know, it could be the RNs to the exhibitors or whoever it is that you're sitting next to, and hopefully it's someone you don't know. Because I want you, we've done it once, but we're going to do it with real feeling now as well. I want you to link your fingers with the fingers of the person next to you. And do it with some kind of feeling, okay?
As you try to look happier, look, some of you are sitting there going, oh, how long do we have to do this?
I'm sure their hands are clean, particularly in your profession, okay? Oh, look, some of your faces, it's like, oh, I hate this.
Scientific evidence to show that people, this is true, who are disconnected from others and disconnected from themselves die earlier of all causes. All causes. Doesn't matter what it is. If you're disconnected, you'll die of it. So, on the count of 3, with feeling, because we're connecting heart to heart, you are going to look at your new best friend on one side and then the other, and you are going to say, thank you for helping me live longer. Thank you.
So 1, 2, 3, go.